Alright, so here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters here for the Sega Genesis. Believe it or not, all three versions of Tournament Fighters are different for each particular system. Yeah, even though they're all one-on-one fighting games, each one has their own unique set of characters and rules. Yeah, Tournament Mode is actually a very, very difficult 88 plus battle. You can't lose once in it. And yeah, it's not very much fun. Practice mode, you just fight one person and that's it. You go back to main screen after that. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what moves you can actually use in the game like real practice mode should. So the cool thing about this Ninja Turtles here for the Sega Genesis is that it takes place in Dimension X. Here we got Splinter here. He gets kidnapped by 4 clones of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, they're the real Ninja Turtles. And of course they're watching TV. They always seem to be watching TV in these games. Alright. You get the 4 Ninja Turtles in here. That's cool. But you also get weird guys like Syphilis. And yeah, we get some guy named Ray. And April O'Neil. I thought that was so cool. Compare that to a Super Nintendo game where you're playing as this unknown sexy character called Ashka. Here we actually playing as April O'Neil finally. Yeah, and a hot miniskirt too. Come on, April's supposed to be wearing yellow. Sadly, there's no panty shots either. Even though she's wearing a miniskirt here. Now this is the cool thing about the storyline. Even though April O'Neil, you know, she's friends with the Turtles and all that. Here you actually see why she's actually fighting Leo here, because she's a clone. I always thought that was a cool idea in this game at least. Yeah, the game has some nice animations and all. And it's cool that you get instant replay here. But it's just not as robust as the replay in Tough Enough. If anybody remembers that game. Yeah, we got Casey Jones too. It's cool to see Krang as a boss in one of these fighting games. And one very confusing thing about Tournament Fighters here is this whole speed power system. Before you go to your match, you can select your power levels. Now, if you really want to enjoy this game, I highly recommend that you put it on power 1 right away. If you select power 8, the whole match is going to be done in like seconds. Because even though you can do more damage, the computer can also deal out more damage as well. And of course, because of that whole power level, Krang is a lot more powerful too. One of his throws actually did about 40% damage. Cheap as hell. Cheap! Let me do a move! Come on, are you gonna do anything? Or are you just gonna let me shoot you fireballs? And believe me, this game is not very well balanced at all. Okay, here I'm using the 6-button controller. What I like to do with my Sega Genesis fighting games. Punches, I just use the A button and just use the B button for kicks. And that's it. The C button is used for taunting and all that, but it's pretty much worthless. Alright. Alright, that sure did a lot. I was hitting you. Sometimes the hit detection in this game is just way too spotty. And you don't want that in a fighting game. Aww. Jeep. Of course, you better get good in a hurry. Because by this point, you're probably running out of continues. Yeah, with a game this cheap and unpredictable, you expect to have unlimited continues. But nope. The problem with this game is just hard to get any offense in sometimes. Shit! Yeah, there are some cool effects in this game. But it's all for aesthetics. Nothing really happens in the gameplay. Now there is some good art in the game, like look at that dinosaur in the background, it looks cool and all. And as you can see, some of the graphics actually look pretty good. Like look at this background stage, it actually looks very nice. You got the cool plant in the background, some flowers there. You know, very artistic and good use of colors, but there's also a limited amount of parallax, no 3D effects on the ground itself. It's practically flat as an 8-year-old girl. Yeah, this game came out in 1993, well after Street Fighter 2. There's no animation in the background. I remember in the Super Nintendo game, they would usually have people cheering or something. Yeah, the voices are very scratchy in this game. But at least you can understand what mostly everybody's saying. Raphael never sounded like that. Yeah, so once you beat all the 8 fighters in this game, fight the 3 bosses. Yeah, the end boss isn't sure himself, it's actually some chick named Karai. And complete the game, Saint Splinter and all that shit. Again, it's nothing special, and with the basic 2-button gameplay here, it gets old very quickly. I was really excited to play this game at first, when I found out it was completely different from the Super Nintendo game. You have more recognizable characters in here that are actually in the actual cartoon. Problem is, the hit detection in here is kind of spotty. You only got 2 buttons to work with, so it doesn't feel like a cool Street Fighter 2 clone. It just feels like a fighting game that's going through the motions, and it's bringing nothing new to the table whatsoever. The whole game just feels unfinished. Look, if you're a fan of Ninja Turtles and you want to play a fighting game on the Sega Genesis, I guess you can't go wrong here. Just don't expect anything special. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter, it earns a 48 out of 100. If you're looking for a good fighting game starting Ninja Turtles, just stick with the original Nintendo and Super Nintendo ones. Yeah, even the original Nintendo one feels like it has better hit detection. Holy crap, this is what's gonna happen when Michael Bay makes this stupid movie about the Ninja Turtles. It's all gonna be about aliens. It's gonna be about the Sega Genesis game. Ah. This is how Michael Bay is gonna fuck up the Ninja Turtles. Ah.